Are you getting ready to sell your home and wondering what to fix and what not to fix? Do you look around your home and see nothing but projects and feel overwhelmed by what to do and where to start? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm gonna give you a simple list of 11 things not to fix before you sell that I've learned over 19 years of helping homeowners just like you get top dollar for their homes. Now, trust me, you're gonna be amazed at what you shouldn't fix and how little you actually have to do to prepare your home for sale. Then at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you the number one bang for your buck, highest return on investment thing you should fix before you sell your home. Now, it's best to approach preparing your home for sale in a way that maximizes your return on investment. So think small projects rather than big projects and elbow grease rather than money. So let's get stuck right into this list that's gonna save you time, money, and heartache when preparing your home for sale. Number one, don't do partial fixes. Buyers don't wanna buy projects. So if you don't have the time, money, or skill to finish the project before you list, don't take it on. Similarly, if you have any in-progress projects or half-done projects, make those your first priority to get them done before you list your home for sale. Number two, don't remodel your kitchen. Now look, it's no secret that kitchens and bathrooms sell houses. And if you do decide to remodel your kitchen, it will make my life easier. It'll be easier to find a buyer and easier to sell your home more quickly. But will it make you more money? No, it won't. A well-executed kitchen remodel will see an 85.7% return on investment when you sell. It's simply a losing proposition money-wise. Now look, if you remodeled your kitchen 5 years ago and you're gonna see the 85.7% return, plus you got to enjoy the kitchen for 5 years, then that might make some sense. So I'm not saying never remodel, but if you're remodeling before you sell for the purposes of getting more money out of your sale, it simply won't get the job done. So skip the kitchen remodel. Number three, don't remodel your bathroom. Like I said before, do kitchens and bathrooms sell houses? Yes. Will you get all of your money back on a bathroom remodel right before sale? No. In fact, it's an even worse return on investment than a kitchen. On a well-executed bathroom remodel, you'll only see a 68 to 71% return on your investment, and even less if it's an extensive remodel that involves changing the layout or moving the plumbing. So skip the bathroom remodels right before sale. Number four, don't replace all of your windows before sale. Now there's some caveats to this one. By the numbers, you'll only see a 68.5% return on your investment by replacing the windows before sale. However, if you live in snow country, like our communities of Camino, Pollock Pines, and especially South Lake Tahoe, and you have older single pane windows making it hard or expensive to heat the home in the winter, then not replacing the windows could be a barrier to sale for you. To figure this one out, you need some expert advice from a local realtor, so feel free to reach out and I can help you with this one. The same is true for exceptionally hot environments. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, and you still have single pane windows, you should probably consider replacing those before you sell. Now, the second exception to this rule is if you have a lot of blown window seals. Now, you'll recognize blown window seals by the window being foggy and dirty looking. If you've cleaned it inside and out and it still looks foggy and dirty, you've probably got a blown seal. Now, if you have a lot of these throughout the house and it's making things look ugly or dirty, or it's blocking a view or preventing parents from watching kids play in the yard, then you might want to consider replacing these windows so that it's not a barrier for your sale. Again, this is a decision you should make with your realtor, so feel free to reach out and I can help you with this one. But in general, for most people, skip the window replacement before sale. If by the end of this video you still aren't sure what to fix and what not to fix before listing your home for sale, feel free to reach out to me via the contact information on your screen or in the description down below. I've been selling homes in El Dorado County for 19 years, and I've helped hundreds of families just like you make high quality real estate decisions. I can come out and do a free, no obligation pre-listing consultation with you and give you a personal list tailored to your situation of what to fix and what not to fix before putting your home on the market. So feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. Number five, don't put on a new deck before you sell. Look, here in El Dorado County, outdoor living space is a huge selling feature. So decks, patios, and landscape backyards are a big deal, but you'll only see a 39.8% return on putting on a new deck before sale, making it our lowest return on investment pre-sale repair on our list so far. And decks are wildly expensive now. Now, the problem comes in when you have a deck that is so rotted as to be dangerous or an impediment to getting a loan on the property. So what do you do then? How do you deal with that and not lose money? You've got three options here. The first one is to simply replace the deck, knowing you'll lose a little bit of money, but it simply has to be done. And a lot of sellers do choose this option. Now, your second option is to replace the deck, but go with cheaper building materials, say Doug fir for the deck boards rather than composite, so that you can save money there. Now with this option, you can get even more savings by building the new deck smaller. See, when most of these decks were built, both labor and lumber were really cheap, so you could build a massive deck for not that much money. Both of those are much more expensive now. So if you build a smaller deck and choose cheaper building materials, you can save a lot of money here and still have a deck on the home when you sell. The third option is to just do away with the deck altogether. Now, if it's a ground level deck, you might be able to get away with just a couple of stairs. If it's a higher deck, you might have to do a landing and a bigger staircase, or maybe a landing and a staircase down to a patio, all of which are going to be cheaper and far quicker repairs to make than putting on a whole new deck. Now, you can choose your own adventure here based on your timeline and your budget, and this is a decision that I can help you with, so feel free to reach out. But in general, for most people, unless your deck is rotted to the point of being dangerous, go ahead and skip the new deck when you're getting ready for sale. Number 6, don't replace your front door right before you sell. Now, front doors are shockingly expensive, and you'll only see a 75% return on your investment by replacing it. However, if you have the skills and the time, sanding and painting or sanding and refinishing your front door is a great way to spruce up your curb appeal. And because it's really just elbow grease and a little bit of paint, it's a very cost-effective way to do it. You'll actually see a positive return on your investment by doing it that way rather than a negative one. So if you can refinish the front door, go ahead and do it. If you have to buy a new one, skip that. You won't get your money back. Don't add a room or a primary suite before you sell. Now, look, of course, I'm not gonna lie, homes with a primary suite and ensuite bath sell faster and are more appealing to buyers. But to convert your 2-1 to a 2-2 or a 3-2 with a primary suite is an extensive and expensive project, especially at today's post-pandemic construction prices. Now, you'll only see a 53 to 75% return on your investment for all of that stress, money, and heartache, so it simply isn't worth it. Hey, if you've made it this far and you're getting anything at all out of this video, click the like button, hit subscribe, click the bell, check off all notifications so you won't miss another video with critical information to help you prepare to sell your home. Number 8, don't replace your siding. Are you starting to see a theme here? Stick to the small projects, not the big ones. Replacing your siding will only get you a 68% return on your investment. And this particular home improvement project almost always balloons into a bigger, more expensive deal. Once you open up the walls, you often find things you didn't know were there, like dry rot, mold, or termites, and then you have to pay to deal with those problems as well. It's simply not worth it, so do not replace your siding before you sell. Number 9, don't replace your roof before you sell. In general, you're only going to see a 60 to 70% return on your investment when replacing the roof. Now, one exception to this is if you have a roof that is leaking badly or in such bad condition that it really can't be repaired. Now, a leaking roof or a roof with tarps all over it is going to be a big impediment to your sale. And a buyer is not only going to probably ask you to pay to replace the roof anyway, but they're going to put in a lower offer as well because of the general perception of the home being in poor condition. So in these cases, it makes sense to replace the roof before you sell. Now, this again is a decision you're going to want to make with a trusted real estate advisor. So reach out if you have a bad roof and need to make a choice on that. But in general, skip replacing the roof before you sell. You're not going to get your money back. Number 10. Don't replace your home's heating and air conditioning system before you sell. Replacing this system can be an expensive and extensive project and can trigger having to bring the whole system up to current efficiency standards and more. It's best not to take this on right before sale, and it has a shockingly low return on investment at 35 to 50%, so it just doesn't make sense. Number 11, don't replace all the flooring before you sell your home. Now look, just like with kitchens and bathrooms, replacing the flooring can really help a sale, but it's simply not a money-making proposition at only 70% return on your investment. With only getting 70% of your money back, it's not worth doing. Now, like with some of these other items, if the flooring is in really poor shape, if it's ripped, stained, or torn and will be an impediment for sale, then it might be something to consider and you can talk to your realtor about that. But in general, don't replace all your flooring right before you sell. Now, if you shouldn't do all of these things, what should you do to prepare your home for sale? Well, I've got a whole video on that for you that I'll link at the end and in the description down below. But for the purposes of this video, I'll share with you the number 1 bang for your buck home improvement project that you should complete before you sell. This one will get you 107% or higher return on your investment, and that is interior painting. Now, interior painting, if you do it yourself, is relatively cheap, but it gives you the opportunity to get one consistent color throughout the house, and it makes the whole home look fresh clean, and well taken care of. Now, look, often we have funky, fun colors in our homes, which is one of the best parts of owning a home. You get to do things that reflect your personality. But now it's time to make a mindset shift and not think of this as your home anymore, but as your most valuable asset that you're trying to sell. And as such, in order to get the most money for your most valuable asset, you need to make it appeal to the most number of buyers possible. And that means getting the funky, fun colors out and the neutral colors in. Now, pro tip here, as much as curb appeal is important, you'll only see a 55% return on your investment for exterior painting. So go ahead and skip that and focus on getting your whole interior painted with one consistent neutral color. Now, a question I get all the time from my sellers when I tell them not to repair these things is, Rich, what about all the people flipping houses and making tons of money? Now, first off, don't believe everything you see on television. It's an exceptionally small percentage of home flippers that are actually profitable. It requires strong relationships with tradespeople to negotiate favorable terms, exceptional real estate representation and know-how, and careful market timing to actually make a profit on a flip. But yes, you can be profitable by flipping a whole house. Sometimes you can be wildly profitable by flipping a whole house, but it does require a full flip. That means kitchen, bathrooms, flooring, interior paint, exterior paint, appliances, sometimes roof and siding and landscaping to make that profit. A one-off kitchen, bathroom, or flooring remodel will lose you money every time, so don't do it. All right, that wraps up my list of 11 things not to repair before you sell. Now look, if you're still not sure what to do and what not to do before you sell, feel free to reach out to me via the contact information on your screen, and I can do a free consultation with you to help you prepare your home for sale. I've helped hundreds of families just like you, and I'm always happy to help. But what not to fix doesn't really matter if you don't know what to fix. So for that, watch this video right here where I go over how to prepare your home for sale. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.